Apologies, folks. I ran low on storage again on my phone, so I am finishing up my commentary for Supernatural, the pilot, with Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki, and Jeffrey D. Morgan. Well, Jeffrey D. Morgan's not in the episode technically. In the very beginning, yeah, but he's not in the rest of it. You know, they explain eventually that he's off doing his own thing, doing a hunt or whatever. And Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki, Sam and Dean, are basically hunting. They're looking for him and looking for the tracks that follow their father, because their father left tracks. He left a book for hunting and gave him directions on where to go and what to hunt and this or that, stuff like that. So this show is definitely worth a look. If you don't consider yourself a fan, I recommend it. I definitely suggest that you watch it because it is worth it. It is worth it once you get into it. Now, for a horror fan, I will say the first of all, the whole first season is perfect, but the show in general is just genius. It's genius. If you're a horror lover and you like the paranormal, otherworldly, strange sort of things, it's perfect for that. I mean, and you got Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles and Jeffrey D. Morgan giving their A game. So that's always a bonus, man. And I love the chemistry between these two. The chemistry is just, it feels right. Like I said in my previous one, it feels right. This cast belongs. I love the later seasons. A lot of people don't. A lot of people aren't a fan of the whole angel and demon thing, which I don't quite understand, but I like it. So this is me expressing my love for it. I love Supernatural. I've always loved it. I loved it for years. I didn't watch it much when it aired first, which was the early 2000s, some point there. I believe 2000. Yeah, I got my phone right here. Cool. I believe 2008, or I'm sorry, not 2008, 2003, I believe. So Supernatural, the television series, aired on 2005. Okay, 2005. So I mean, it was the early 2000s, and the beginning definitely has that sort of 90s feel with the Bloody Mary, the urban legends, the Hookman, things like that, which is awesome. So we got the pilot, which is The Woman in White, and the second one, which is one of my personal favorites, Wendigo. Then Dead in the Water, which I like that one too. Phantom Traveler, that's the one on the airplane. The one on the airplane where they have to exorcise a demon that's in a man. Bloody Mary would be one of my top favorites. Bloody Mary. Hookman. Bugs is okay. It's there. It's there, man. I don't know how else to put it. It's there. It's like X-Files did a thing with bugs. Supernatural does a thing with bugs. Everything's got to do something with bugs, It's like, could we be maybe just a little bit more creative, But Home. Home is another, actually, that might be the best episode, from the originals. Sam and Dean go into their childhood home, and Sam has psychic visions. and he wants to protect the family that lives there right now, in the moment. So that's pretty cool. They have to stop like a um, demonic figure on fire. Yeah, figure of fire. Asylum would be next. Scarecrow. Kind of reminds you of Jeepers Creepers. Vibes like that. But yeah, the first season is top tier. Oh, all the way. I mean, if you're a horror fan, the first season is the best. I mean, definitely top tier. Definitely. Just the dialogue between these two and the brotherly emotions, and you're with these characters on this journey. Um, Jensen Ackles does a great job of being a badass. I'll say that too. And this would be The Woman in White, the pilot. Got her jumping off the bridge. His car it starts by itself. But then Sam realizes that Jensen has the keys, so that's freaky. The car driving by itself, sort of a Christine feel. But I am telling you though, and I'm not lying about it. Like if you're a horror fan, you're gonna be automatically right into it, like right off the bat. Like it's brilliant. The acting is good. It's not too cheesy. I mean, there are cheesy moments, but there's cheesy moments in everything though. Everything's got moments like that. They're doing what they can with their performance and they're working it, and it works. And you definitely feel the brotherly tension and the brotherly love, and you're with them on this journey. uh, Dean's covered in mud. Ooh. Get in a hotel room. That's cool. So they're at the hotel and they think that their father was there. From what the not cashier, the clerk said. Half bitten cheeseburger. I I am sorry if I cannot show footage. YouTube doesn't really let me. I don't know how to do the whole copyright sort of filter thingy. I don't know how to do that right now, so just bear with me. I'm just talking about it a little bit. Just join me, on this journey. They got into the hotel room. There's some different sort of spells and sort of lore on the walls, all taped to the wall. Lore about the woman in white and things like that, and how it was a supposed suicide. Um, Fairly creepy pilot, I would say. Fairly creepy. Yeah, I mean, the special effects, they're not perfect, and I get that. So if you're going into Supernatural for special effects, just know that the first episode is a little wonky with it, and hang in there though, because there are practical effects along the way. There are practical ones. My favorite would definitely be sort of a tree bush-like monster at the concert. It's like a concert that they're starting, and the concert is actually about the boys. It's literally a concert based on Sam and Dean, and um, it's a play about them. And there's this monster. It looks like a sort of tree-like, bush-like monster. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not sure how to describe it, but that's later on, though. I mean, again, there are effects that are good and there are effects that are bad. Even with the bad effects, I can appreciate the dialogue and I can appreciate the relationship between the brothers. I can appreciate Jeffrey Dean Morgan in there. I can appreciate the comedy aspects of it, things like that. There's good things about it. Jensen Ackles being a smartass, like a complete smartass, just sarcastic dialogue, talking back to cops, things of that nature. Like right now, Nugent, Ted Nugent. I told you, my name is Ted Nugent. There's funny little things like that, funny little dialogue of that nature, and funny little. There was a lot of effort into this show, a lot of effort. You could tell there was a lot of money put into it. There wouldn't have been 15 seasons, first of all. If something's bad, it's not going to run for 15 seasons. I'm sorry, but it's a fairly good job from all parts. Every actor. Jeffrey D. Morgan, who we know as Negan from Walking Dead. Fabulous job as their father figure. Seriously. Again, Sam hunting for the woman in white. Asking this guy who we've actually seen in episodes of The X-Files. Episodes of The X-Files. It was the actor who he was supposedly. People think he's nuts in the episode, but he claims that he was taken by aliens and sort of. They did they did projects on him and stuff, and the character's name. I'm trying to remember. It was he kidnaps Scully. Is what happens. He kidnaps Scully. He drives like cross country with her in his trunk. He's paranoid. He thinks aliens are out to get him. Is it Dwight? It was Dwight Cooper, right? No, it's not. It's not Dwight Cooper. Uh, uh, I guess I'll say when you're trying to find something on Google. I mean, I'm just gonna say X Files guy who was taken by aliens, maybe. Dwayne Barry. That's the name. He was Dwayne Barry on The X-Files, who was shot by a sniper. Kind of sad. Just the idea of him having this thought in his mind and he can't control it, and some SWAT sniper shoots him because he's losing it, you know? Yeah, it's that actor, Dwayne Barry, on The X-Files. You'll know who I mean. If you watch, or if you're an X-Files fan, not everybody is. I myself am a big fan, so I love it. Smart ass Dean. Oh, he found a paperclip. That's the end of that shit. Here you think that Sam is this innocent guy and he wants to go to college and he wants to get like a lawyer job. And here we see him working alone, and you find out that he's, fairly badass too. So even without Dean, he could handle himself without his brother, and that was shown plenty of times in Benders. Another favorite episode of mine, Benders, with the crazy hillbilly sort of family. Dean's got to go in and get his brother out, and he's got the help from a female cop. Again, the special effects are not top tier here. The special effects are not like up there, but again, for me, it's the relationship between the brothers and the dialogue. And there's just the fun of the journey. That's what's fun. Of them battling things all across the world, like traveling and just battling shit, just like these nights of darkness, Yeah, the first episode, if the first episode does not pull you in, then uh, the next episode should, because we get a Wendigo, sort of a creature that blends into its surroundings, and it could take the form of, it could take the voice of somebody. It's hard to explain, but it's a Wendigo, and sort of a mythical creature, just picking off campers who go there, and it gets this girl's brother, and they got to go help her. I like Wendigo, love it. Um, the woods look real. I'll say that. It's not like a Hollywood set, I don't think. It definitely looks like the wilderness is real. So there's that. The Hunter Roy, who you've seen in other shows. He was in Butterfly Effect, the movie, and you've seen him in Californication as Lou Ashby, which a lot of people are not a fan of that show. I love Californication, so not everybody knows about it. It's fun telling people, um, what they think shows, telling people about shows they don't even know about. There's a lot of shows out there. Supernatural is definitely a popular one that really made a name for itself through the years. With 15 seasons, it's gonna happen sooner or later. So, again, without Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles' performances, it probably wouldn't have been great. They're what make it, really. And Cass, Castiel, our angel, the actor Sasha, what is his name? Castiel. There's nobody else named Castiel. It's Sasha something. Sorry, I said Sasha. It's actually Misha. Misha Collins. I love Castiel. Love him. Sort of a strong ally of theirs, their angel, their best friend. He goes on their journeys with them. He helps them fight evil. And even along the way, you find out, spoilers by the way, you find out along the way, like, they actually start to work with evil too a little bit. They're working with demons, they're working with fucking hell, they're just trying to make things work to their benefit. And so they need certain allies that works out in their favor. So, like Crowley. I love Crowley. You screwed up my car, I'll kill you. I love it. I just love the brotherly dynamic, sort of. The sarcasm, the little bits of humor there. Such a fun show. Seriously. Sorry if you hear a little bit of noise there. There's people like directly near my door out there, so like directly. And here we've got Sam and Dean driving away, and Dean's about to take Sam back home to his girlfriend. And there we find out that his girlfriend is dead. Pinned to the ceiling, covered in fire. The same deal that happened to his mother when he was a baby. And that's also very interesting. The sort of vendetta that they have that this thing has with them and they have with it, like, it's just very personal. And here's Dean thinking that this is his last goodbye with his brother. Because he wants to go to college, he wants to have a normal life. And Dean wants him by his side, which I get. I would want my brother by my side. You definitely feel Dean. You do. You feel both characters and what they're feeling. And yep, pinned to the ceiling, on fire, the whole 9 yards. Same thing with his mother. The acting is fairly well. I can take it seriously. That's the thing. It's not cringeworthy. I can take it seriously. It's fairly well done. The fire looks good. And there we have it. Here we have them planning their next missions. Getting their on the verge of making their next move. The way we see them and how much weapons Dean has in his trunk, and we just see them slam the trunk shut, and It's like the music picks up and it's very like it's very upbeat, sort of. We're on a mission, we're gonna do this. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this Easter commentary for Supernatural Episode 1. Hopefully you do more. I'll do more along the way, definitely. But yeah, the next one would be Wendigo, which is a personal favorite of mine. More than Woman in White, definitely. Because the effects are a little wonky. But with Wendigo, it seems like you get some practical effects in there. You see like the long, sharp claws and certain shots. You could just tell. You could tell that there was work put into it. There's definitely a lot of work put into the show with the editing and stuff like that. It's a good looking show. So the editing is good. This is definitely, and it's a real wilderness for Wendigo. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Happy Easter.